Hi everyone, my name is Joe Grisafi. I started Invisalign recently. This is the end of my first week, and my first week I stretched it out to 11 days, and I'll tell you why in a second. If I sound funny, if I talk with a little lisp or an unusual sound, I am wearing the Invisalign right now. I don't know if you can see it here. Now, backing up a bit, a couple of years ago, I went to check out the Smile Direct. You've seen the commercials on TV. They do the same thing as Invisalign, but it's much cheaper. It's much more cost effective. Well, I was not a candidate, and I believe it's because I had work done in the front. My front two teeth are implants, and when I went to see Smile Direct, I had a temporary in because I was getting a new implant. And I assume that's why I was not a candidate, because when they did the scan, I'm missing a tooth, and I'm sure the people that see the scans, that design the things, thought that was a liability. They didn't say exactly why. They just said in the email that I was not a candidate. Anyway, my dentist suggested I go to the orthodontist that he recommended, and yes, Invisalign is much more expensive, about 3 times more expensive than the other TV company. But I thought it was a smarter way to go because the orthodontist is communicating with my dentist. They're working together. So the dentist is telling the orthodontist, see, there you go. My dentist is telling my orthodontist about the work he's doing so they can work around it and advise each other on the steps to take. So I think it was 2.5 months ago. We're talking, today is May 13th. We're in the middle of the pandemic. So about 2.5 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, I went to the orthodontist, had all the work done, all the scans and stuff to prep for the Invisalign. And I had to wait about 3 weeks to get my, get the, whatever you want to call these things. I don't remember what they're called. Let's see, the liners, the aligners. I had to wait a couple of weeks to get my aligners. Well, guess what happened while I was waiting? The pandemic. So I had to wait an extended time before the orthodontist opened up, and they're still not really open. So they called me about 2 weeks ago and said I could come pick up my package. It'll be waiting in the hallway. I just went, had my name on it. I picked it up. I went home and I started the program. I am starting to ramble, so I will speed it up here. I picked up the first 10 weeks. Can you see all that? This is 9 weeks because I opened one to start. This is week 1, and tonight I'm going to start week 2. Let's just take that off right now. So this is week 2 of 40. So I got to wear these things for 40 weeks. I'm going to have 40 sets of these for my particular situation. So here's week 2. Let me get that torn off. Let me show you this. Let me show you the trays. See? And I keep calling them trays, but they're aligners. So if I say trays, please know what I mean. This is the bottom, and this is the top. Can you tell? And if you can see right here, I'll show you again the tooth that's the main concern that's slipping behind the others. It's right here in the front, and I'm trying to pull out these teeth right here. Sometimes when I get my photo taken professionally, it looks like I'm missing a tooth right here, and sometimes this tooth looks bad because it's a little shadows cast on it. So I got to get that fixed. So real quick, a couple of things. To take them out, you got to use both sides. And my nails are short. My nails are short, but I can still do it. They pop right out. Okay, see that? That's the top. And one thing I'm missing right now because of the pandemic and the orthodontist couldn't open to do this, these are supposed to have an anchor. They're supposed to be little anchors attached to my teeth. And I don't think, there's one right there. If you can see that. See if I can press focus here. If you see right there, there's a little bump on the aligner. And there's supposed to be a matching bump on the tooth so it locks in on that. And there's the other one on the top. You can see it right there. Go over here. Can you see that right there? Yeah, right there. So I would have two little anchors on my top teeth where these would latch into so they don't move. Fortunately, this first set has been fine. They have not moved. And here's the bottom. If you take them out one side at a time, you risk breaking them. So there you go. Now this on the bottom, there are more anchors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I count 7 on the bottom aligner. Can you see that? So I don't know what I'm going to look like when I get those anchors put on, but here are my teeth after 11 days. I'm only supposed to wear them a week, but because I have to take them in and out when I have acting jobs or when I speak to record, I can't have that affecting my voice. And visually, you can't. When you're on camera, you can't. It's not a good idea to see that anyway. Here is, let me get it in real close here, if you can see it. This tooth right here. Trying to even these out, spread them out. And then, like I said, pull these out right here. Now let me back up a bit. When I first put them on the first day, I could feel the pressure, and it was kind of uncomfortable. And during those first 3 days, when I would take them out to brush my teeth, my teeth right here felt bruised. After the 4th day, it wasn't too bad. It just felt like either I had something stuck between my teeth or I flossed too much. That's the sensation I get when I wear them. Most of the time, it's it's just, you know, it's there, but it's not uncomfortable, you know? So when I put on the second set tonight, I'll do it right now. I expect to have that same sensation when it starts to pull the teeth apart a little more. I figure it stopped feeling that way because these settled in, my teeth settled into the shape of the aligner. So here's set 2. And oh, you know what? Before I put these in, let me read a couple of rules to remind myself and also to let you know what you're in for if you are going to do this. Okay, you're supposed to wear each tray for 1 week. There it is. It's written as tray. Okay, I got it right. She wants me to start each tray at night, so I'm not aware of most of the discomfort, like I just talked about. And I'm supposed to wear them a minimum of 22 hours a day, which I have not been able to do for a variety of reasons. First of all, getting used to it. When I take them out to eat or snack, sometimes I forget to put them back in, and my orthodontist said to just extend that week a few days depending on how long you've had them out. So when I wrote her the other day and said I'm on day 10, and here, this is why I've gone like without them 4 to 6 hours each day. But I explained to her the sensation I had, the discomfort and everything, and she said that all sounds like you're right on track. Maybe this first series is going to be 10 days for you. Everything is fine. Minimum wear 22 hours a day. That's that's for each set to be a week. If you don't wear it for 22 hours, that's going to stretch the week. I take them out to eat and brush, and this is funny. Because of the quarantine, because of staying at home, I gained 15 pounds, but the first 3 days I wore my aligners, I lost 5 pounds because I didn't want to take them in and out to snack. Brush aligners when you brush your teeth to keep them clean. Do not boil them. Do not leave them in the car. They will melt. Try to brush teeth before placing aligners back on. Okay, I'm not going to do that for the camera, but I'll brush them later. Try brushing teeth before you put the aligners back on. When taking aligners off, pull down from both sides to avoid breaking them. I showed you how to do that. And use retainer retriever if your nails are not long enough to grab the aligners. That is this thing right here. I haven't had to use that yet, but I have it just in case. And there's also something else that I could chew on if they don't go down all the way, but so far they've fit just fine. The first set fit just fine. As teeth begin to move, please make sure your teeth are moving following your aligners. If for any reason your teeth are not moving correctly, use the chewies to help aligners seat better. I just told you that. Okay, one other thing I did notice when I would take my trays out, my aligners out, is the teeth are moving. I can clearly feel that, but I can also feel them when I bite. They're hitting in places they hadn't hit before. I'm assuming that's okay. After I wear my second tray for a week, I'll report back to my orthodontist and ask if that's normal. I suspect it is because everything's moving. Anyway, I am boring you to death, I am sure. So let's take number 2 of 40 and rip that open and check these out. I am excited to move on. And I'm glad I'm doing this on camera so I can tell you what it feels like when I put them in. Here we go. I do know how to open Ziploc bags. I am assuming that I need to keep these in case I have to back up a bit. So I'm going to save them, put them back in week number 1's bag. I will wash them after they make this video. Make sure they don't get rank and have to go back to them again. So here's week number 2. Okay, these are fresh, and just at first glance, I cannot see a difference. I'm sure the adjustment is going to be very slow, and I won't notice it from week to week, but if I compare the first week to the 7th week, I bet I can tell a difference just in the aligner. This has still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I miscounted the other one, but there are 8 anchors on the bottom here. So I assume eventually I'm going to have to go in and get those anchors put in. Like I said earlier, I haven't had the chance because they've been closed, but she said to go ahead and start without them. Bottoms up. Okay, yeah, difference. I feel the pull. Yeah, good thing that I'm putting these on right before bed, so I can sleep through that, and maybe in the morning it won't feel so bad. It'll feel like the others were. And it doesn't feel bad. I just feel the tension. I can feel the pulling. Now let's put the top ones on. I did not feel much of a change with the first week with the top ones, and I don't know why. I will ask, but I think it could possibly be that other things have to happen first before they start changing the top. I don't know. I'm going to ask when I get to talk to her again, or go in for my appointment, whenever that might be. But this one has, okay, there's an anchor in the back. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I miscount the other one? I didn't see that many on the first one. But yeah, I'm going to have anchors all over my teeth inside my mouth. Here we go. Okay, it feels that's a little snugger too. So something did happen. Something's happening now. Okay, I definitely feel like this is starting over. Okay, there you go. There are my aligners. I hope this video has been helpful, and I will check in the end of week number 2. Please like this video if it has been helpful. Please subscribe to my channel. I have other content as well, and this could go on for 40 weeks. I could have 39 more updates while I do this, and then I will put them all together in one big video too. There you go. Thank you very much, and check back in 7 to 10 days to see if I have updated with a week 2 check-in with my Invisaligns. Thank you. Goodbye.